The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Wind Down live stream. Oh, my back is wrecked. My back. My back. Let me get some light up in here. My lights aren't working. Does this one work? Is anything working? Nothing is plugged in. What's going on here? Let me try this. That's not flattering lighting either. Whatever. How is everyone doing? Hello, Timotei, Dennis, Rhaegar. How are you? The prequels are great, admit it. All right, let's do this. I can't believe... You know what? No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not go into all of that. You know what? Let's do instead... You got my books. I got books. I got thousands and thousands and thousands of books in my garage. Oh yeah. I think I still have to do some of these sketch cards. How many have? Well, I don't know. Do I have enough? I don't know if I have enough done. I'm not quite certain if I've got enough done to cover it for everybody, but... Oh, Dennis's refrigerator is working after lots of troubleshooting and repairs. Man, we need to fix our stinking... Our status on a single device and fire covers. I hope you're not my editor. Zeri. I said I'd have it done by the 15th, so I plan to get it done by the 15th. Dennis, I need... Ooh, that is really sweet. So I ran out of Pinot Noir, so I'm actually mixing my... I mix port with Pinot normally, or Merlot. I'm mixing it with Manischewitz. I swear this is so sweet. It tastes like grape juice. You just enjoy the process. I should stream it. I should stream it. Usually I stream part of the process on Order of the Green Hand, and then I stream the rest of the process on either this channel or Mike Draws Comics. I'm thinking about sort of abandoning. Let's see how Mike Draws Comics is doing. I haven't done anything on it in a hot minute. And YouTube. Let's just see if anything's Mike Draws Comics. Let's see if anybody's actually been subbing to it while I'm not even there. 362. I don't even know. I wasn't even paying attention to how it was doing then. So I think I'm just gonna go back and stick to doing the art stuff on this here channel. So PayPal, you paid Hulu. You paid stamps. Yep, paid stamps. A lot of money for shipping. Oh my gosh, my friggin' hands are cramping up on me from the packaging. Drinking some wine my dad made. That sounds nice, Zeri. That's nice. That's funny because I mix Merlot with Merlot. Very nice. You know what? Let me move this over here so it looks at least like I'm looking somewhere near you instead of over here on the other screen. Oh gosh, dang it! That's why it is. I think I scratched the back of one of my fingers, and so like. All right, what I do is I take these big corrugated 11x17s and I fold them in half, and then I tape the comic to the inside of that, like in the middle, so it sticks in the middle. And then I put that into a stiff mailer, so it's really rigid. The whole thing's nice and rigid, but it's like you're shoving it in there. That's why it gets so rigid, because you're kind of like... Can we see where you put the signatures on the front covers? Might take a minute. So, sure. Hold on a second. This isn't all of them, but we need cat. Sorry. But they're scattered all over my kitchen. Frankly, my back hurts, so I'm sick of bending over. I'm getting kind of wrecked from this process, and it's only like day one. Dude, I've been working on the file, just the file, to get the file working on ShipStation because of some mistakes I made way back in the early part of this process. I don't know if you guys remember, but I had this Monster Hunt. Monster Hunt was an add-on tier with no additional shipping, right? So I need to turn off my green screen because there's some green stuff on here. I foolishly put on the Indiegogo campaign, no shipping required. Well, if you don't put shipping required, even if you put 0 on it, you don't get a shipping address. So I spent an inordinate amount of time going through well over 600 individual orders before I realized my mistake and I made another tier that had shipping required. Over 600 of these had to be tracked down and trying to attach the email address to a second because it didn't have names on it either. No names, just email addresses. So I had to find email addresses and then go back and find the names and try to attach them to other. Oh my gosh. I've seriously been doing data entry for like a week. P-Money says, I remember saying, Mike, are you sure you will be able to figure out the address of your Monster Hunt backers? Look, P-Money, if you want to just sit here and be, look at me, I was right, you were wrong. Whatever. So on Monster Hunt, I put the signature. See that? It's in green. I don't know if you can tell very well. Hold on. See there? It's in green above Hunt. Hunt is also, all right, let me turn the data entry equals my job. Data entry is not for me, all right? I'm an artist. I'm an artist, man. Leave me alone. I just want to draw. I just want to draw pretty pictures. Is that too much to ask? Just leave a guy alone, all right? All right, so there you go. I used a green above the green. Now, the green pen, if I have to sign a bunch of more of these, and the green pen's kind of crapping out. So hopefully you'll get a green pen version because it looks really cool with the green on the green, but a lot of them are crapola. You bought Canaan White cover, huh? Well, the Canaan White cover, I signed in blue over here on the side. You see the blue? In that nice dark area, because the blues went with all the nice rich blues in here. So when pens are working, and it's possible, I try to have a good color to go with the book I'm signing. Otherwise, it's just gold and silver, right? It's a good time to be off Twitter. What's going on Twitter? What's happening? Tell me what's happening on Twitter. Do I have to go on Twitter to find out? All right. On this Lone Star, I signed it just right smack there in the middle. Right. It's a nice dark spot, so I'm using silver or gold there. All right. What else I got here? On the Lone Star Broken Glass, there's a big spot of black broken glass, so I'm just scrawling my name as big as I can in that area there. People want to know where I'm doing this. This is a late live stream. Also, have a nice live stream piece out later, Nighthawk. All right. Oh. Here's my extraordinarily sweet wine. Now you're tempting Mike to go fight some Twitter wars. I haven't been on. Tell me something. Yeah, did Steve Dye really leave War Campaign to work more with EVS, or is that just a rumor? Anybody know? I don't know nothing, man. So this one. Now again, these they're not all gonna be the blue pens, the red pens, the green pens. They all kind of suck. The gold pens, the bronze and the silver are the two best colors. So those are the ones that'll be the majority, but maybe you'll be one of the lucky guys who gets one of the fancy color ones. So I did blue on the Gone with the Wind variant. On the Eastman and Slobber cover, I did a nice pink. I thought that would go with the motif. Make peace, not war. Here's a nice scroll over on my cover with bronze. The bronze is the best, man. I should just buy bronze and forget trying to be fancy. I was trying to be fancy for you guys, but look, it's the blue doesn't even. It wasn't a big thick glop of blue paint. It's almost dry like from the beginning. Those are a pain in the butt, but I like the blue. I do like the blue. That left lens looks droopy. Sorry. On Kyle's, I just scrawled it right across his belt / lower region because I didn't want to do it on the flag really, but it seemed like a good spot. The Elliot, I love everything about this cover, so I just did it right down here. There you go. You can see there. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. Out of all the covers we did, this is my favorite. Twitter battle, CG Jumpstart. War campaign Wizard magazine is apparently delayed, and apparently EVS is creating his own Cyberfrog Wizard magazine. At least that's what I gathered. Interesting. All right, on the John Malin, I just found a little spot right there that was awfully bright white, so I scribbled right there. The Wang Wen. Wang Wen had a nice little dead area here, relatively dead, of important information anyways, buildings and such, so I just scrawled there. And there's a few more, but this is the last one I grabbed, and it is the Kevin Sharpie Sharp, and I just dropped my name right down there at the bottom. Right down there. So that's where I'm signing these bad boys, ladies and gentlemen. The cards are not being signed. They're just coming along for the ride. P-Money, just what we always wanted. You're tempting me to go to the Twitters. Don't make me go to the Twitters. The Twitters is a terrible, terrible place. Oh, my back. Anyways, I hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend. Wang's Lone Star looks like Tom Cruise. I thought so too, Calliope. I thought so too. Nino Towski cover for issue 3. I don't know. I have to decide how many covers I want to do for issue 3 because this 21. Granted, this is 2 different campaigns and 3 different books for 21 covers. This is too many covers for me to deal with. This campaign, fulfillment on this campaign has already been a week of nightmare. I mean, I'm happy to do it. It's just that I have so much other stuff I need to do that it's kind of a drag on my schedule. But it is. No, stop. Don't. What? Willy Wonka? What? So yeah, we'll have to figure it out. I think max I'll do 4 covers. Max I'll do 4. What is your view on this weird new term, colorism? That's new to me. I've never heard the term colorism. What is colorism? Is it like a color prism? Or is it that you're a prejudiced against colors? Don't bring me too much stupid tonight. I don't know if I'm capable of going through it. Just do a Eden Lone Star 3 variant cover. Do it Eden Lone Star 3 variant cover. We would buy it in a second. Is the end image of Svarog playing the flute a cover or just a promo image? It is just a promo image. That is just like I did at the end of Lone Star 1, where I had Svarog with Lone Star and Angel. That was just a promo image. Not at first I was going to use it as a cover, but then I'm like, I want to do a better cover than that. Mike, Twitter's just full of shrill people talking about the protests and riots. All that defund the police kind of crap. Yeah. I haven't been on, I don't think, pretty much all day. I might have been on this morning for a minute. But yeah, wow. All lives matter. It's true. I want to say something controversial here. Black lives matter. And white lives matter. And yellow lives matter. And red lives matter. Brown lives matter. Olive lives matter. Albino lives matter. Am I missing anybody?
Lives matter.
Lives matter. Pink lives matter. I use pink for the unborn. Pink lives matter. Saying they matter is so condescending and demeaning. Well, it's sort of like saying water is wet. The sky is blue. Lives matter. Although, I mean, if you really think about it, it is more of a modern context. It's a modern mentality that life actually matters. Ginger lives matter. Ginger lives do matter. Gingers can be beautiful people, and they can also be evil. But as Mark Kennedy says, we're all equally worthless. Full Metal Jacket. P-Money, that is the one exception. Canadian lives don't matter. You know, I have to stay in character here. I live 10 blocks away from my city hall, and you can hear the protests and commotion from over here. Where is it going? Oh, let's check the map. Let's check the old map. Except, I'm not sure where it is. But, Max. Max lives matter.
Yeah.
What's his name? We call him Butthole. What was that track? Oh no, that's not it. Cache. Casino. Okay, I don't know what that is. Purchase confirmation. Why am I looking at my mail? Because I haven't looked at my mail all day. I saw buzzer. Oh, here's Twitter. Should we go on? Should we go take a look at Twitter? All right, let's not do that. Let me find the other map. Let's find the map and see what's going on in the wide, wide world of tragedy. No, that's not it. That's not it. Where did my map go? Oh, man. I don't even know how to look it up. I don't remember what it was called. Dang it. Shack Lives Matter. We had a riot for one night, but the police cracked down on it. It was barely that many people, though. Good idea. Who's having good ideas? I'm not having good ideas. I'm wrecked. All right. What was that map? Let's see. Police map? No, not police map. Map. U.S. interactive map. Look at that. All I had to do was type in map, and it popped up. Well, this is strange. It doesn't. What's the time frame here? All right, let's see. Live news. We got 3 hours ago. We have a tornado warning, including South Venice, Florida, Laurel, Florida, Venice Gardens, Florida, until 1 a.m. Daylight Time. Eastern Daylight Time. 3 hours ago, a Confederate statue in Monroe Park was pulled down by protesters Saturday night. 5 hours ago, at Real Donald Trump, at CNN, at MSDNC are doing everything possible to inflame the crowd. Fortunately, they have a very small audience. Donald Trump never misses a chance to tear down CNN and the mainstream media. Donald Trump, again, 5 hours ago, tweets, much smaller crowd in D.C. than anticipated. National Guard, Secret Service, and D.C. police have been doing a fantastic job. Thank you. Thank you. 6 hours ago, tornado warning. 6 hours ago, tornado warning. All over Florida. Wow, look at Florida's tornadoes are... That's
Those are just warnings.
warning.
It'd just be the same tornado, and they're getting warnings at different locations.
Yeah, lots of tornado warnings. All right, let's skip through the tornado warnings. No offense to anybody in Florida. Real Donald Trump says, wow, 96% approval rating in the Republican Party, and I believe this was before the great jobs numbers yesterday. Thank you. What a troll of epic proportions. Did anybody hear about the shave your head to show your support for BLM? OMG.
Oh, no.
Is it real though? Is it real or is it a troll?
It just sounds
If it's a troll, that would be so epic. That would be so incredibly epic. Snarky says, just to distract you all from the madness we are living in, you should check a video in YouTube, She-Ra versus Wonder Woman, He-Man versus DC, Death Battle. Oh. I talked to those guys once at a con. Actually, they interviewed me for one of their videos, I think. Blue Spectre says, yeah, loads of cops were called in to disperse the big crowd several times within the week. It was as big as a Comic-Con crowd. Oh, wow. Yeah, everybody hit that like button. Hit that share button. Actually, I haven't even bothered hitting the share button. I don't care. Actually, that's not fair to people who might want to be here but don't know that I'm live because they didn't get their notification. So, all right, let me share it. Be here but don't know that I'm live. I'm like, I don't care who's here, but I guess it's not nice for people who want to be here. Tweeters. All right. Tweedledee, tweedledee-dum, tweedledee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dum. Do you remember when every time you started a stream, Twitter would share it? That was great, wasn't it? Nowadays, it's like, whatever. Oh, no. It's Kevin Spacey is the big face on my thumbnail. Great. Nope, it's totally fair, Blacklist. Totally fair. Joe Biden, include defunding the police in your campaign strategy. Yeah, live UA map. That's right, Jiminy Cricket. That's what I got. All right, we got tornadoes. All right, 10 hours ago, some 150 to 200 people at the BLM rally in Vidor, an East Texas town that's infamously associated with racism in the Klan. What's the source for this? It's racism in the Klan. Christopher Hooks. Who's Christopher Hooks? Let me explain something to you, Walsh. This business requires a certain amount of finesse. I don't know who this person is. But he is followed by Roseanne Barr and Ted Cruz. Anybody know who this guy is? Honestly, I don't care. Thousands of people in Philadelphia continued to protest racism and police brutality following the death of George Floyd. Crowds in Center City stretched from the steps of the Art Museum and past the Cathedral Basilica of Saints Peter and Paul. Just as long as there's no riots, I don't really care. Let them waste their time. None of them have jobs anyways. Defund the police. You're such a dummy. Show previous.
What the heck? That's like the scariest PPM.
All right, let's go back. Hey, what happened to all my warnings? Dang it. How do I? All right, time. Earlier dates to feed June 7th. Oh, because it's after midnight. All right, here, June 6th. There's Saturday. Bang. Okay, there you go. All right. Let's see. This is a brown. Why is President Trump's thing brown?
Oh, he's scared.
It should be red, white, and blue. Let's see. We had demonstrators. I don't see any. Oh, here's a star. Shooting in the area of 13th and Yosemite. Not a homicide investigation. Here we have Confederate statue pulled down by protesters. So that seems to be the worst thing. Oh, a man is dead following a stabbing incident at a motel. This is just like everything that happened, I guess. Rally underway in Pittsburgh. They said something happened in Santa Cruz today, but I don't see anything. There's Half Moon Bay. Santa Cruz is down. Los Gatos, Santa Cruz is down here. I don't see nothing. Was it the day before? Anything? To feed? Or not to feed? No, nothing. Santa Cruz is where we used to go to the beach because we live in San Jose and we just drive right here. It's the 17, right? Just drive on down the 17, Santa Cruz Highway. Bam! That was always fun. This space for rent. I kind of wish the trolling would stop. If this takes off, bald people are going to be accusing us on the street of saying hair is hate. Oh, that's so sad because it's true. It's so sad and true. P-Money. So I decided to have a barbecue for 100 people in our backyard. I'm telling my guests to bring protest signs so we won't get into trouble. Yeah. Just bring some BLM signs with you and maybe spray paint the front of your house. Like get some of the spray foam so it looks like spray paint, right? Like it's fake, it's spray chalk basically, and just spray paint a big old BLM on the front of your garage like you've been tagged, and then like there you go. BuzzFeed. Oh, is that? Oh, probably. Police are evil. Only the police should have guns. There's no logic. Don't look for logic in these people. It's just it's pointless. There is none. It does not exist in their world.
Of tomorrow.
Just streaming.
Come on. See if I get back up.
Who is buzzing me?
Oh my
Heck. My battery is low.
God.
Oh, I'm getting a bunch of stuff from the Discord. Man, my wrist is wrecked. Let me see if Elliot's awake. Maybe he wants to pop in here and chat for a minute. He's always you up. Bum bum bum. Da, 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 da.
Wait, I can handle that.
You and I. Yeah, this is a rare thing for me. I've been so busy. I haven't had time to just sit down
I
and
got back up. Yeah.
talk to you guys. I mean, I've even missed a couple of cross examinations this week, which you guys know I hate to do that, but busy. Are there any beaches any good north of San Francisco? I've never been to a beach north of San Francisco. I could go look at the map again,
300. That's a more sulfur than usual.
but that would seem sort of pointless. Yeah, north of San Francisco. Have I been?
Probably never used them.
No, I don't think I have. I've never even been to the west shore of San Francisco. And the water in Santa Cruz is freezing. It's just it's cold. because you know it all comes down from the north. That the circuit of the Pacific comes down from Alaska. You know, it goes up on the west part of the ocean, just like in the Atlantic. That's why it's warm water all the way up the Atlantic side, because it's coming up from the equator, and then on the east side of the ocean, on the European side, it comes down from the Arctic. So same thing in the Pacific. It makes that same kind of circuit. It's like one of the few things I learned in oceanography. What are you eating, boy? Taters. Taters. Surprisingly, YouTube did not take down my God Squad episode today. They have taken down, I think, every video this week from cross-examinations. So I'm actually going to have to re-upload one of them. Maybe I'll re-upload it and set it to stream tomorrow. That could be fun. Oh, man. Oh, my back. Guess who's back? Edwin's back. Now I'm on Twitter. See what you guys did? You got me to go on Twitter.
That was your fault.
It was my fault. Shut up, Elijah. Don't throw me under the bus like that. Ladies and gentlemen, John Lennon. See how he opened? Now he eats with his mouth open. He doesn't close his mouth when he eats. It's disgusting. I've been yelling at him for 19 years not to do that, and he refuses to listen.
Okay, now let's start this live.
Elijah's right, you know. Oh, shush. Back again. Tell a friend. Rhaegar says Governor Ralph Northam trying to remove Robert E. Lee's statue because, you know, a statue of a dead Confederate officer oppresses us somehow. If he'd have just said yes to Lincoln, well, these people would probably want to tear down Lincoln statues too. That's how freaking insane they are. It's Mini Mike, except he's taller than I am now.
I don't think they're saying. I think they're just doing it for fun.
It's not fun. Tearing down the statues, tearing down the heroes of a culture is a specifically Marxist ideology. They want to tear down the history of the people so that the people aren't proud of their own country and of their own heroes, so that they can replace those heroes with Marxist comrade heroes. That's all part of the plan, Elijah. It's not just a bunch of
I think
rowdy
you're thinking
kids.
about the higher up people. I mean,
Yeah, you don't think there's people out there directing, you know, infiltrators? They're the ones putting the bricks in the paths of the don't be so naive, man. Have you ever, well-read user says, have you ever wanted COVID to be a real thing more? Talcum X knows how to get in touch with the Talcum X. Who's Talcum X? It looks like Elijah is going to grow his hair out like you, Mike. Yep. Yeah, he is. He had his hair really long when he was like 8, I think. So did Isaac. Isaac had really long, gorgeous Thor hair, like blonde, all just blonde. And then he just wanted me to cut it one day, and I did. So Elijah is looking like a Manson family member. He needs to shave. For some reason, he wants to grow out what little Fu Manchu he can. So whatever. Also, putting a black square on your Instagram and Twitter solves it. It solves everything. The black square has blotted out the rainbow for June. Blacklist Universe. Talcum X is Sean King. I know that name, but I don't know who Sean King is. Who is Sean King? This is going to be a short stream. I'm just on here to spend some time with you folks and relax before I before I just go collapse in my bed and relax my back, because holy cow, the chairs in the kitchen are freaking crap. YouTube has been taking down Christian content the last 2 weeks. Act 17 Apologetics was hit with a violent strike for reporting persecution of Christians. Oh my goodness. Sean King. Oh. American writer, civil rights activist, and founder of Real Justice PAC, King uses social media to promote social justice causes, including the Black Lives Matter movement. King was raised in Kentucky and attended Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. All this from Wikipedia.
There it is.
Is this a white guy trying to look black? Or is it a black guy who's just really white? Sean King is like the Rachel Dolezal of activists for black causes. Crowder always clowns him. A fake black guy who was a black rights activist. Faux black. But his white mom and dad say otherwise. Sean King is a white activist who pretends that he's black, much like his female counterpart, Rachel Dolezal. Yeah, he is white. All right. Gotcha. Rachel Dolezal is significantly darker than he is, but I think she tans. He was a ginger. Well, you know, in Hollywood, they want to replace all the gingers with black people, so maybe that's what he's going for. Isn't that a weird thing? What is Hollywood? Why does Hollywood want to replace all the redheads with black people?
Why do you say that?
Why do I say that? Replacing redheads with blacks. Because it's a thing. It's a weird just thing. Hollywood, erasing all redheads from comics. Opinion, are redheads being replaced? Is Hollywood prejudiced against redheads? I don't know which one of these is going to be the best thing to click. Orange is the new black. Race bending redheads. So we got that one, that one, that one. Oh, there's more than that. They did what is this chick from The Flash? Iris West, and then Jimmy Olsen, Annie. They're trying to do. Are they actually doing The Little Mermaid as a black chick?
I can see that kind of bombing.
Oh yeah, MJ, Mary Jane, Starfire. I can't remember his name. Heimdall. Electro. I didn't realize Electro was even a redhead. Wally West. Is it Wally West? Annie. What the heck? Triss Marigold. In the Comicsgate movie, Liam Gray will be played by Kevin Hart. Orange is the new black. Ginger apocalypse. Please race swap Lone Star for the next issue so we can have better representation. Who's we? Who am I race swapping him with? If I had a darker complexion, my spiel would go over better. I look pretty dang white, except in the height of summer. Click the Bounding into Comics one. Dun, 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 doo, 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 doo. These ones too. Mary Jane,
Oh,
Starfire, Heimdall, Electro, Wally West, Annie. Opinion, are the redheads being replaced? Yep, there's. I guess it is.
I think maybe what's happening is they're trying to integrate more black people. So
So they want to get rid of the redheads. That's jacked up.
No, but maybe if like they won't notice that they're redheads.
They won't notice if the redheads. That's so racist against gingers. Ginger lives matter. Dang it. We just went through this. Jimmy Olsen is constantly switched to black or gay or both. Poor Jimmy. It can't just be I say we start a movement to protect the redheads. Although, yeah, Liam is a redhead, so. The part of Jean Grey will now be played by Lizzo. Representation matters. Who's Lizzo? I don't know. I'm not hip. I'm not a hip dude. Mad Cow Urkel. I just started watching one of Liam's videos from yesterday, and he sounds so depressed. Not to revel in his depression. I don't want to do that. But just situationally, I thought it was hilarious. What's up, Eddie?
Word up, man. We had
You are. Oh, there you go. There you go.
we had an interesting occurrence at our Hawaii Republican Party today.
Oh, tell me more. Don't Google Lizzo, Mike. Spare yourself. I shall. Edwin.
Let's see. Let me share my screen.
Guess who's back? Edwin's back.
Let's see. Sharing the thing. So, our Republican headquarters apparently was on the altered route for the Black Lives Matter rally today. So,
Altered, you say?
yeah, and so they elected to leave many of their signs all over our doorstep and all over. Thankfully,
Hey, they didn't break any of the windows.
yeah.
Nearly miraculous.
Well, there was about 20 HPD right outside, so I imagine that had something to do with it. But
All right. Well, at least you haven't defunded your police department.
I actually did the math. Our police department per resident is $150 cheaper than the Minneapolis police department, and we don't kill near as many of our citizens as they do.
Nobody gets killed in Hawaii because 5-0 will be on the case. Yeah,
Yes.
the real Hawaii 5-0 is just Garrett sitting around drinking coffee and watching TV because there's nothing happening.
The interesting thing is the Republican Party is the party of Abraham Lincoln. In the Hawaii Republican Party, before we became a state, our first delegate to the United States Congress was the former Prince Jonah Kahio, Kalaniani Oli. He was Hawaiian nobility, and he went as a delegate to the Senate and accomplished very much for the Hawaiian people.
Was he descended from Kamehameha?
He was in that line. I think he was, I've got to go back and look at his lineage. I don't think he is a direct descendant of Kamehameha. I think he was Hanai'd in. Hanai is a Hawaiian word for, it's sort of like adoption, but it's a little bit more than that. But yeah, and so here's these people that are grieving over the lack of liberty, grieving over the lack of enforcement of constitutional rights, right? Particularly the Fifth Amendment in the case of George Floyd. And for people lamenting, right? Lamenting the enforcement of our constitutional rights, the freedom of speech, freedom to peaceably assemble, and of course, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. The Republican Party is where it's at. And so I believe they think they were engaged in a transgressive action, but they actually came to the right place.
200 milligrams.
So out of, I don't, were you there watching this?
No, I was in a delegate meeting. I'm going to be a delegate to the RNC.
So these were all, because I know the black population in Hawaii is slim, bordering on none.
Yes.
So I was just wondering if the population of the people doing this were of lighter skin or of native.
It was a mixture of folks. Looking at the footage, I could see from the crowd, plenty of Hampas, some Polynesians, some Asians, and some, Hawaiians and Pacific Islanders. So it was a mixture of people.
Right.
It tends to be a younger demographic,
Yeah.
and I think people feel like their lives are turned upside down by COVID. So we've been in this pressure cooker of COVID, right? And people feel like they've lost control of their lives, and then
I'm
you
curious,
can't.
is the "I can't breathe" sign? Was somebody wearing a mask? That could have been the problem.
Theoretically, everyone was wearing a mask because they were following our Democratic Governor David Ige's emergency orders. Right?
Ray Thula says, I blame the crazy howlies. Police brutality is a side effect of climate change. How dare you? Does one of the things say that? I wouldn't doubt it.
Let's see. Dennis Pruch says, "Are you a national delegate for the convention?" Yes, I am on the platform committee.
He's a muckety muck now. That's why he doesn't have time to be on YouTube anymore.
I barely have time to sleep anymore.
Yeah. I've just been dealing with fulfillment stuff all week. I haven't gotten to draw anything this week at all, and it's killing me.
How close to being complete are you for your fulfillment?
Started, dude. Just getting through all the files, getting all the files, all the emails, all the addresses, and all that stuff worked out. I just finished it today, and I couldn't start on the rest of it. I mean, I was bagging and boarding and stuff, but I couldn't pack a single book until I had that file completely done, and I just finished it today. So we've got about, I don't know how many, but we've got about four boxes worth of stuff ready to go to the post office.
Very cool.
Yeah, long haul. I was looking at the wrong number on ShipStation. It wasn't 2,200. It's like around 1,800. So I don't remember what it actually was on the first campaign. But boy, what a mix-up, man. I think the way Kickstarter does it, it's so much easier to figure out how many actual backers you have because you can't back more than one thing.
Yes.
And then it just becomes this big confusing cluster stuff on Indiegogo. But yeah. Whatever. It is what it is.
It is what it is. But I think, Mike, that's what a lot of it is just people feel so out of control of their lives with COVID-19. And there's been no graduation. Though now our state will have a hard time making a consistent case to businesses why they should have any constraints if thousands of people can march shoulder to shoulder, right?
Yeah, I don't get it at all. I went to Staples to buy more tape today, and they still had that, pickup only business open, but it's for phone in pickup only. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why are you still? Target is open. It's right there. You're just losing my business. Of course, I went to Target and they were closed because it was 6:30. so now Target lost my business, and I had to go to CVS Pharmacy. But this is stupid. People are running around. I mean, I think it's stupid that we're wearing our masks anymore. It's freaking the middle of June now. Well, it's the beginning of June.
Yes.
It's June.
Yes. Transmission rates will be very low.
Yeah, nominal at best.
I'm sure you're gonna skyrocket in a little bit right now.
It's not going to skyrocket in a little bit.
I mean, the infection.
It's not, because it's June. If there's any, and you know what, this is probably the best time for them to have their giant crowds of closeness. Their giant crowds of closeness, because maybe they'll give us our herd immunity before we hit flu season next year.
The COVID test case, huh?
That's right. Jiminy says, I don't wear a mask unless forced to by businesses. Well, it's still law here. So I'll put a mask on right before I go into a business, and then I'll take it off the second I'm outside. I'm not wearing a mask outside, walking around.
No.
I see people doing that, and I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
They were late. They're late to the game. It's funny because you were like super early to the game, and then like I was ordering my masks like in January because I got them in February, and people are like, "Where'd you get those?" I'm like, "I ordered these 6 weeks ago, dude." But yeah, I had my masks before they made it a thing. Or before they made it like they passed that. Everyone has to start wearing masks. But now it's I'm out. But people are still. Dude, we went on a walk, on a hike. We drove up to the mountains and took a hike, and there were people out there hiking with masks on. And I'm like, this is nature. No one's gonna run up to you during your hike and hug you that you don't know. It's like, what do you think's gonna happen here?
Some sort of vigilante typhoid, Mary.
Oh, seriously. It's like,
Have some Corona, Mike.
I'm surprised some people haven't just been like, well, I'm wearing a mask, I might as well rob this bank. Just like the protesters, they're like, well, we're protesting, we might as well break into this Wells Fargo. Dennis Brooch says, my Darth Vader mask from 1996 is from 1996 and still intimidates. Dude, I had one of those. I got coming out of Star Wars, the Star Wars ride at Disneyland, and I had it for decades, and then I had kids, and now it's broken. All my stuff. I was lamenting the other day. Star Wars collector guy was on here, and I was telling him about how I had a mint condition 12-back Darth Vader in the box, and I sold it in like 97 on eBay for $160. And he's like, "Yeah, those go for like $3,000 to $5,000 now." And I'm like, "Meh." But then I realized my kids would have destroyed it by now, anyways.
So you can't have any toys because of your children.
That's right.
We don't have enough space.
Like, but it's a toy. I want to play with it. By play with it, you mean break it? Yes, of course.
Voltron's got to jump off the roof, man. I mean, that's
right.
all there is to it.
This mint condition action figure of yours and this mint condition action figure of yours must destroy each other and see how much beating it requires for their pieces to start coming apart. Okay.
Not toys unless you're playing with them.
That's right.
Yes.
I do have some stuff up there that I keep out of the reach of the children. I have a really dope stormtrooper. Why couldn't I think of the word stormtrooper? Elijah, can you grab that? I've never shown. Oh, he's not here. It's so high up there, I can't even get it. Hold on a second. Let me try. Let me get on that.
I am definitely not sleeping enough. So we've got the biggest lineup of candidates here, Republican candidates here in Hawaii that we've had in 20 years, and we're going all in for all of them.
Oh, my nunchucks are up here.
So me and my wife have our full-time jobs. Then we have our second full-time jobs. Blue Spectre says Mike just subtly admitted his dwarf height. I think the politically correct term for that is Shapiroism. Shapiroism.
So I found my nunchucks. They were up there too, completely covered in dust.
That would be the first thing I would give to the children.
Yeah.
Here, children.
Hold on. There's like a layer of dust on this. I got to get rid of.
Just, who hasn't wanted to be free as a young child, running through the grassy fields or the living room with the nunchucks?
I've had these chucks forever, man. These are like legit.
I feel like you should put on a nunchuck exhibition for us right now. Something's gonna break. It's awesome.
Oh
Yes.
no,
Yes.
dude! Months ago, I was rock climbing and I jumped down off of the thing
Yeah.
and I freaking hurt my wrist and it has
Oh.
never healed.
Oh.
Oh crap! That freaking hurt.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do feel empathy for you, but it's amazing at the same time.
Dude, it was like 6 months ago. I don't know how long does it take? I might have done something serious to my wrist because
When you jumped down, did you like grab on something? And...
no, I jumped down and then I went forward onto the mat, and it like pushed my wrist back. So I don't know what it is, but
you hyperextended. You hyperextended.
yeah, when I hit a certain extension,
Yeah.
or a rotation, it just wow, dude, that like it was like I freaking hurt it all over again.
Ugh.
Dang it! I know how to use these.
Boy, that did make
just
for
can't
excellent
prove it.
live TV, though. Yes, well done, sir. Well done.
All right, so
Oh, Mr. Hellstrom 74 has a theory here. Yes, the California is taking over the Asian part of your brain. You have been robbed of all your ninja skills.
I know how to use them. It's my wrist. Shush. All right, hold on. I'm gonna extend you out. Check this bad boy out.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
So many accessories. Wow.
Right? How dope. Look at all the accessories. Mint in box Sand Trooper from Militaries of Star Wars.
Ray Thulu says, now show off your switchblades.
Hold on. I'll be back.
No, we don't want blood on the stream. Mild bruising we can laugh at. We're not sadist, Mike.
Dude, I have a rad switchblade I got in Italy on my honeymoon. Except I don't really have it because I live in California and that's illegal. So
Yep.
I don't actually have this switchblade that I'm talking about.
Yep.
But this is rad, right?
That
I've
is
never
cool.
opened this. It's just so cool.
And that's the Sand Trooper.
Yeah. Look at that. $150.
That's well made.
Sheesh. Crazy people. Who buys things like this?
I don't know. I'm Mike Miller.
Nerds. Never taken this one out of the box either.
Yes, yes, Mike. Nunchucka lives matter. Yes, they do.
Should I take this out of the box? One of these days I want to, but I just kind of,
Ooh, it's got a phaser.
yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do.
Set phaser to Saxon.
Those of you who may question my actual nerd cred. My nerdiness has no bounds. Thank you very much. I'll go get my switchblade if you want me to.
No, we're not sadist. We're not sadist. Nor butterfly knives. That's you do have a book to draw.
I know. The stupid thing is, this knife I can open just as quickly as any switchblade,
Right.
right? But I mean, this works just as fast. But this is legal,
Yes.
and a switchblade is not.
Yeah, it's a very strange thing. And most switchblades, like actual switchblades, weren't actually very good knives. They're kind of junk.
Let me go get mine.
Do not try and talk Mike into doing any kind of tricks. We cannot allow this man to cut off a finger or a portion of a finger. As entertaining as that might be, he does actually need to be able to earn a living for his family.
How much does it cost our research? 100.
Oh, a fuzzy creature. He's losing an ear. Yeah. Was it Van Gogh that took off one of his ears? Euronymous flesh. Yes. Switchblades do indeed lead to teenage deviancy. Yeah, I am hoping we are not seeing the final day. I'm hoping we're not seeing the final day of Mike Miller's drawing career.
It's missing.
That's probably for the best. That's probably
It's really nice. It's got like, I think it's not. I don't know if it's bone or antler or what. It's like bone, but it's almost translucent and it's green. And then it's all brass or brass, I guess. And it's got a really great everything. Hey, Quinn's in there.
Hey, there's a Quinn.
And I'm gonna send you the link. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I've been running around the house looking for a switchblade. There we go. Yeah. So, yeah, and it's got really great action. It's a really high quality switchblade. It's not like some piece of junk, like those old ones from like the the movies and whatever. The flea market switchblades. Yeah, those are just garbage. So.
Right.
Mad Cow says, "Forget the knives, Mike. It's a little late to start drawing with your left hand."
It's what's outside.
You know, I hold the knives with my right hand, so any damage I did to myself would be on my left hand. Do you have kusarigami? Kusarigami. I'd love to see you flail around with one of those. No. Kore wa nan desu ka? Kusarigami. Kusarigama. Kusarigama. This I do not know. Give us information on kusarigami. Kusarigama.
Is that the extra large sword, or is that the chain and the? I've got to look that up now. I don't remember.
Oh, I
which
know,
one.
right? Mike, get the knife and reenact the Warriors gang film.
Warriors. Oh yeah.
Bottles.
That's the sickle and chain. Yeah. You lose an ear. Yeah.
No,
you'd
that
lose.
I do not know how to use. Chain and Scythe.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Sorry.
Again, everyone restrain your sadistic urges. You know, if Mike can bruise himself for our pleasure, but bloodletting, no.
Yeah. And you know me, I'll start swinging things around that probably
He
shouldn't.
does.
Swing 'em.
He does have like a dozen kids to feed and a wife.
Yeah, two of them are in
so-
the room, so it was probably unwise to start swinging this thing around with them in here, but
Oh, it was a great decision.
no one ever said I was wise.
I'm sure all that will be clipped and used to.
Yeah. Gosh, I can't even remember how long ago I got these. These are like old. These are like the good. If someone wants to come into my house, oh, I couldn't use them because my wrist hurts. I just use the gun. The gun would probably hurt my wrist less than the nunchucks.
Calliope at Night says, I want my Lone Star 3, Mike. Put that knife away.
Here, Isaac, take the nunchucks. Just kidding.
I feel like somehow the nunchucks should go to JoJo. I think that would be
That would be unwise. That would be more than unwise.
JoJo's out for justice with nunchucks.
I wonder how many weapons I have just in this room.
Oh.
Should I do a search and see how many I have in here? I've got a gun right there, but it's black. It's black
Yeah,
powder.
you gotta be careful about showing firearms on YouTube too, yeah.
I guess so. Whatever. It's cap and ball anyways, so it's not like I'm not going to load it up and shoot it. Although that's the fun one because I load the caps in it and dry fire it because they're loud.
Yeah, just a percussive cap by itself.
Yeah.
That would, man, if the protests come, do you have like a Revolutionary War uniform? Like standing on your front porch with a musket and a breech loader? Just
No, just the shotgun. Well, I have the shotgun, I have a rifle, I have 2 pistols.
I feel like you should
Three if
acquire.
you include that one you wouldn't probably count though.
I feel like you should acquire a George Washington costume.
No. I think I'm good. It's the wigs. Wigs make my head itch. I've already got the long hair. I can just
Yeah, just a little baby powder in your head, and you're good to go. You just need the tricorn and the.
Good night, P Money. I guess it's late in Canada.
Good night, P Money.
Hide it, Isaac, for the sake of awesome art. Young Five Ever says, I was kind of hoping you would do a sequel to The Imaginaries. At some point, that is the plan. But, things being what they are, I have to take the time to make sure I can get everything done right and afford to do the stuff that. See, I don't think that something like The Imaginaries would do as well as Lone Star. Because it wouldn't be me drawing it. I'd have somebody else drawing it. And so I have to make sure I'm in a position where that would still make enough money to be worth doing. So that was his intentions. Wait, what? JoJo's destructive wake would increase 4-fold. Falling back up. Quinn says, Mike has 40 sons. Don't tell my wife, though. That's where I figure the switchblade is. See, that's where I think my switchblade is in my tackle box. Because I have used it when I go fishing in the past. It's got a really sharp blade on it.
Some real bad fish in your neighborhood.
Well, I can't carry it around town, so I don't want to just not use it for anything. Good night, Dennis. Dennis is calling it a night, and a night it is indeed. Raythulu says, my old man used to be into building black powder guns kits. I've got an interesting collection, Kentucky rifle, a pair of matched dueling pistols, even a blunderbuss. Cool.
That's cool.
Hey, Raythulu, did you ever notice the scene in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly where Angel Eyes is using a cap and ball black powder gun, but he's got a belt with bullets in the. Let me see if I can find that scene.
That's funny.
Good, bad, ugly.
I think
Ammo?
yeah, El Rodimus Flash is kind of boring. He says he just uses a rod and reel for fishing. Yeah,
Boring.
Mike doesn't fish. He mugs the aquatic life.
Or get killed by a weird dude down there. So I can actually get some.
Goes around and collects his protection money from the carp.
Yeah, there it is. I don't know if that's a good, if you can see that well enough. But that right there is a cap and ball. Hold on a second. By the way, hold on a second. It's a cap and ball. It's got no caps on it. Never noticed that before. That part before. Let's see if there's another. Ah, such a good movie.
Mhm.
This is one of those. That's a cap and ball too. See that?
Now, what is
Oh, he's using the cap and ball. Oh, okay. It's got caps on it now. They must have switched it out. That's funny. But yeah, these bullets don't go in this gun. That's why it's funny, because it's all one rig.
those bullets are decorative?
Yeah, yeah, indeed. Plus, back then, I don't think they had what was it called? Cased, where the lead is cased with another metal, bronze or
Jacketed?
brass, jacketed. Yeah, they probably didn't have jacketed rounds back then. Right? Now I have to Google it. When were jacketed rounds?
Oh, the places we'll go.
I know. This is follow me on my train of thought. Leaving the station. Jacket. No, those are rifle bullets. Full metal jacket bullets were first used as standard ammunition in 1886.
Now, when was this movie sent?
Well, those are rifle rounds. So, and I believe this was probably prior to 1886.
But this movie itself is 54 years old. That's crazy.
I love this movie.
It holds up well, though. I mean, you can still watch it, and it's just a good piece of cinematography.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those movies that I used to buy like every time a new what do you call it? Technology came out. Like I bought it when it was on VHS, and I bought it when it was on DVD, and then I bought it when it was on Blu-ray, you know.
The laser disc.
I never had a Laserdisc player, oddly enough. So
My cousin had a laser disc. I think we had 2 laser discs for it. One was E.T., which is like, there's only so many times you can watch E.T.
yeah, but that means you have the highest def ET where they still have guns instead of walkie-talkies. You know about that, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
They replaced all the guns with walkie-talkies.
I heard because of they're seriously talking, the evolution of cancel culture. The cop shows are now going to be taken off the air. Is there validity to that?
I haven't heard. I would not be terribly surprised. None of the stupidity that goes on in Hollywood surprises me anymore. I don't complain about it too terribly much, but it doesn't shock me either. I honestly kind of get sick and tired of people complaining about it. It's like, I don't know. It's just boring. Mike should rename this broadcast Stream of Consciousness. Fuzzy Creature demands Police Academy. So Quinn's actually launching. What's the date today?
Today is the
He's
6th.
launching. Oh no, he's launching on a Sunday.
Oh, he's launching tomorrow.
No. He's launching next week on the 14th.
Oh, okay.
But wait, is that right? 7 plus 7. The 14th will be Sunday. Arr. Dang it, Quinn! I can't stream on Sunday. I don't know if you're still here, but I can't stream on Sundays. I wanted to be there for him on his initial launch. But I think he'll do fine without me. When's Siege and Order of the Green Hand Girl coming on? I don't know where Siege. I don't know Siege's schedule. She's a busy gal. She's got like a job or something. And then Mary Ellen, I haven't talked to her in a bit. We're supposed to stream a couple weeks ago, but it just didn't. It ended up getting fuddied up. But I do have to do another Game of Thrones cover here pretty soon, so maybe I'll contact her and do it this week. I'm supposed to have it done before the 15th, which is Monday. Crap. I didn't realize it was the 7th already. Dang it. Wow, this whole first week just disappeared. Like,
Yeah, it's been kind of nuts.
mm.
Been kind of nuts. Well, Mr. Mike, it is probably time for me to call it a night, sir.
That's good. I will call it a night with you. It is indeed a night. And I think, what time is it? Are you laughing at me or with me?
Both.
All right, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. We'll see you on Monday. I don't know what you guys are going to do on Sunday, but you're going to do it without me. I'm going to re-upload one of those deleted videos to Unapologetic Mike for tomorrow. So enjoy the repeat if you missed it. Edwin. Oh, yeah. Don't forget, sign up for Magnificent 7 at Maga7 if you have not already. Sign up for Quinn's Tadia, Tadhya, at Indiegogo. And be good, guys. Everybody.
Aloha.
Edwin, you be good, too. What am I going to go out on here?
Very well. We'll do it the hard way.
That is a terrible one to go out on. We'll go out with this.
So much for the glory of Rome.